4 months ago, I set out a goal to have the first progressive majority in the city of Iowa City in the last 40 years. We are 2 days away, and that possibility can be a reality. I am so excited to be able to run alongside Royce Ann Porter, Kingsley Botchway. I think they would be fabulous additions to the city of Iowa City. But we are not going to hold any premature celebrations yet. The only way that we're actually going to be able to win is for every one of us to make sure that over the next day and a half, because we hardly have any time left, we need to contact all of our friends that we think the message may resonate with. The second thing we need to make sure is that people know the voting date and that they actually vote. We cannot afford to lose one single vote. And one thing that's so exciting about what we're doing, more people are coming, is that the things that we can achieve together, I think, are really exciting, and it's within reach. So the only way we can get forward and moving on it is if we all work hard. So over the next day and a half, hey, Royce Ann! All right, and Royce Ann Porter is here. And I want Royce Ann to make a comment too.
How are you, sir? How are you?
I'm so glad you guys can make it. No, Royce Ann, come on, Royce Ann, come on.
Walking.
Have you met my dog Arthur yet?
I just
All right,
met Arthur.
okay. Let me make a joint statement with Royce Ann here. It has been such a privilege. It has been such a privilege to get to know Royce Ann. Actually, you're hilarious too. So we've laughed just as much as we've done anything else together. But you know, the thing is, I think with both Royce Ann and me, is that you know where we stand on some things. And we're not going to BS you, and we're going to tell you the truth. And I think one of the things that has been so painful in this city is that we've had city leadership that does not want to hear the truth, and they don't want to solve the problems, they just want to pretend they are. So we're actually going to make a difference on this, but we need every single person to make sure that they call their friends, that they even micro-canvass their own house, their own neighborhood. Because essentially, if they just, it's sometimes scary canvassing. I don't know about you, but it took a while for me to get used to that. Oh, hey, how's it going? Good to see you. But it's actually a lot of fun once you get started. So I don't know if you want to say something too. It's just been such a privilege to get to know you, and I'm so glad you could come tonight.
Thank you. Well, hello everybody. I'm Royce Ann Porter, and this has been truly a blessing. This whole event, just going out, being able to do what we've been doing has been good. The forums has been funny, especially on things that I did not know anything about. I felt like Cole, to me, he knows everything. I was like, God, he knows everything. You ask him something and he could just start talking, and I'm sitting there like, well then I'll just say what he said. And then when it gets to be my turn, I don't know nothing. I'm like, look, I don't know. I'm willing to learn. That's all I can tell you. But on another note, just like I said, it has been tremendously overwhelming in this race, and I just feel like I just been knocking on doors today, and we did three. We just did three absentee ballots showing people how to circle your name up top. Rocky, you can circle that one in, you can circle that one in, but you know, we're standing in our sleep, Porter, Cole, and Botchway. I feel like we're a team. Whatever happened, we still gotta just stay together. I feel like no matter what happens, in the end, we all gotta just continue to just whatever we want to do. You know, I'm hoping all three of us can get in. That's my prayer. But just my platform on affordable housing and increasing living wage and just adding diversity. When I say adding diversity, embracing diversity, and I mean all people. Wanting Iowa City to be an inclusive Iowa City, not just downtown Iowa City, but Iowa City as a whole, everybody. You know, it should include everybody. So that's my wholehearted everything. That's what I'm in there for.
And that's an opportunity.
Yes.
I don't like this whole narrative that, oh, it's all pain, and we just, oh, it's a struggle. And of course it's difficult as we welcome the new members to the community. But you tell me one community that thrives, that only has one culture, one language, one type of person. And if you can show that community to me, I think you might well show me a unicorn, because I don't think they exist. And I think it's been so exciting as we've sort of become a more diverse community. And one of the things that Kingsley brought up, that Sandy Boyd talked about how you know, Iowa City celebrates diversity until we've had it, right? And now the question is how do we actually embrace it? And I think that's why it's so exciting. And you sell yourself short. You are an expert on affordable housing. And I think the issues that people face, and that's why it's so exciting, because Kingsley has his strength.
Yep.
You have your strength. I have my strength. And so we're going to be able to cross-collaborate on issues. And I think that's why it's so exciting. And then we also may be able to have new leadership even at the mayor level.
Yes.
And I see if we get a majority, we could be able to have Mayor Jim Throgmorton, which would be very exciting. So we've got less than 48 hours, and so we need every single person to be able to, again, call people, make sure they vote. Coffee is actually running, and by the way, Coffee, she's not here, is she?
No, she had to go home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Coffee by far, and you guys have, I think, one of the best teams of all the challenging campaigns.
I do.
Oh,
Charlie.
you do?
Charlie,
Well, Charlie
I
has
do.
been fabulous.
Charlie and his
I
wife
think your
Karen.
ground game has been the best.
They have.
But
Awesome.
there's actually going to be volunteers getting people to drive them to the polling stations.
We'll pick up.
And I think
Call
Coffee is
us.
coordinating.
We
And if
will.
you can drive,
Yes.
notify Coffee because she's going to essentially coordinate all that on
Yes.
Tuesday. So,
Yes.
all right, guys. Well, the tentative plan is that we're just going to sort of chat, get to know each other. But the ultimate goal is to be able to make phone calls today. So those of you who have brought your cell phone, I think we want to start to get people to actually make phone calls to supporters to make sure that we get the vote out. So, any concerns that people have now at this point, or any other feedback?
Can you guys get together for a photo?
Oh, hey, of course.
Sure.
I have one question too. Earlier, there's still early voting at the administration building tomorrow
Yes.
and the library. Really?
Not at the library.
Yeah, I didn't-
Hey.
yeah,
It's over at the library now.
So, and I think the key thing though, especially for tomorrow though, is, and we'll get the actual number of the auditor's office. When people started rattling off all of essentially the registration rules, it can actually start getting pretty complicated. So I think in terms of questions that people have about locations of precincts, those should really be directed to the auditor's office.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Because if you show up to the wrong precinct, your vote's basically not going to count at all. You get a provisional ballot. What was that?
They'll give you information about the right precinct.
Yeah,
You'd have to travel.
yeah, but then if the polls close and all that good stuff, so.
Yes, no ID.